A well-known high school girl transforms into a monster who has to kill in order to keep her beauty. The movie begins with a teenage girl named Needy. She is being held inside a psychiatric facility. The reason she ended up there is never fully revealed, but after suddenly attacking a nurse and creating chaos, she gets thrown into solitary confinement. Personally, I think they're just trying to break us down. One toast him, huh? I'd suggest a more complicated car. I suggest you shut the fuck up. While locked away, Needy starts explaining how everything in her life fell apart. The story flashes back 2 months earlier to a high school in the small town of Devil's Kettle, a place famous for its bizarre waterfall that contains a mysterious whirlpool no scientist has ever managed to trace. At school, Needy is shown as shy, awkward, and nerdy. She is best friends with Jennifer, the hottest, most popular, and most desired girl in school, and everyone knows they have been close since they were kids. Even though people constantly question how two complete opposites could stay friends, Needy and Jennifer are still inseparable. There's Jennifer. We were practically sisters. Nobody understood why Jennifer would hang around with someone like me. What? She's my best friend. One day, Jennifer asks Needy to come watch an indie rock band called Low Shoulder perform. Jennifer openly says she is interested in Nikolai, the band's lead singer, and plans on flirting with him that night. Not wanting Jennifer to go by herself, Needy cancels the plans she already made with her boyfriend, Chip. Low Shoulder's playing at Melody Lane tonight, and the lead singer is seriously hot. I already promised Chip I'd spend time with him. Come on, Needy. Fine. Scratch out Needy. What time's the show? We'll grab you at 8:30. Later that evening, Chip stays with Needy while waiting for Jennifer to arrive. Needy and Jennifer share an unusually strong connection, almost like they can sense each other's presence. This becomes obvious when Needy somehow knows Jennifer has arrived outside before even seeing her. Jennifer also seems aware Needy is upstairs with Chip. Chip openly admits he dislikes Jennifer because she constantly talks down to Needy and treats her badly. Jennifer's here. You always do whatever Jennifer wants. You two are nothing alike. Let's go to the club. Melody Lane isn't a club. Stop stealing my girlfriend. Once they reach the bar where the band is performing, Jennifer instantly catches the attention of nearly every guy there. Being the prettiest girl in town, countless boys try getting close to her, but Jennifer never seems interested in any of them. While there, Jennifer and Needy briefly discuss an awkward foreign exchange student named Ahmed who clearly looks uncomfortable in the bar. Soon after, the main band finally arrives. Jennifer's eyes immediately fixate on Nikolai, the attractive frontman of Low Shoulder. Without wasting any time, she nervously introduces herself and offers to buy him a drink. Nice to meet you. Jennifer check, and this is my friend, Nikolai. This is, Can I get you a drink? Sure, I'll be back. While Jennifer heads off to grab the drinks, Needy accidentally overhears Nikolai speaking with the rest of the band. In a disturbing tone, he wonders if Jennifer might still be a virgin. Uncomfortable after hearing that, Needy confronts Nikolai and warns him to stay away from Jennifer. She also tells Jennifer about the disrespectful way Nikolai was talking about her, but Jennifer ignores the warning and casually says she definitely is not a virgin. Before they can continue talking, Low Shoulder starts performing. Suddenly, a fire breaks out inside the building during the show. Oddly enough, the band keeps playing like nothing is wrong. As the crowd screams and rushes to escape, Needy manages to help a terrified Jennifer climb out through a bathroom window and tries calming her down. A short time later, Nikolai approaches them as though the fire never even happened. Taking advantage of Jennifer's vulnerable state, he pressures her into drinking whiskey before offering both girls a ride. Jennifer immediately agrees to leave with Nikolai, and he quickly pulls her into the van. Needy can only stand there helplessly, watching her best friend disappear with complete strangers. Are you serious? Jennifer, you really want to get into that creepy van? Needy, stop it. Just shut up. She desperately tries convincing Jennifer not to go, but Jennifer refuses to listen. That same night, Needy rushes home in panic and immediately calls Chip. She tells him about the horrifying fire, the people burning alive, and Jennifer leaving with random strangers in a van. Chip, who never trusted Jennifer in the first place, tells Needy she is overthinking everything. Not long after, Needy hears the doorbell ring. She goes downstairs to answer the door, but nobody is outside. As she starts walking back upstairs, she suddenly hears movement coming from the kitchen. She cautiously enters to investigate and is shocked to find Jennifer standing there. What happened? Her clothes are filthy and stained with blood, and the way she behaves instantly makes Needy uneasy. Jennifer only stares back with a disturbing grin. She digs through the fridge looking for food, but suddenly throws up a thick black substance that resembles tar. Terrified, Needy prepares to call someone for help when Jennifer suddenly slams her against the wall, softly touches her body, and almost bites her before suddenly walking away. "Jennifer, are you scared?" The following morning, the school is filled with panic as everyone discusses the deadly fire at the bar. Several students from their school lost their lives in the disaster. While the atmosphere remains tense, Needy appears distracted, unable to forget what happened the previous night. Meanwhile, Jennifer arrives acting completely normal. Even worse, she shows absolutely no sadness over the deaths of people they personally knew. She acts as though she has no memory of going to Needy's house or vomiting in her kitchen. After classes end, Needy attempts to explain Jennifer's disturbing behavior to Chip, but instead he starts doubting Needy's mental state. It's about Jennifer. What? She looked like somebody attacked her. She probably breathed in too much smoke or something. If I don't lie, then I'm not crazy. At the same time, Jennifer approaches Jonas, a student still mourning the loss of his closest friend in the fire. Before the incident, Jonas's friend had briefly interacted with Jennifer. Jennifer uses that memory to manipulate him, claiming his friend would have wanted them together. She invites Jonas into the woods with her, and unsuspectingly, he agrees. They begin kissing, but moments later, Jennifer reveals her monstrous true form and violently tears into Jonas, devouring him within seconds. "Feel my heart. Jonas, come with me for a minute. Why are you so hot? Relax. You're gonna see your friend again really soon." His screams echo through the woods and are overheard by a teacher nearby. At first, the teacher assumes Jonas is simply crying from grief, but after going closer, he is horrified to discover Jonas's mutilated corpse. Police quickly arrive and begin removing the remains. Nearby, Jennifer is shown swimming naked through a lake, appearing peaceful and completely satisfied. Meanwhile, Needy is at home preparing dinner. While cooking, she hears a radio report saying that Low Shoulder has become wildly popular and is now being praised as heroes after the Devil's Kettle tragedy. Needy is shocked because during the fire, she never once saw the band helping anyone escape. Instead, they drove away without caring. Later that night, Jennifer calls Needy and tells her she feels incredible, encouraging her to stop mourning the people who died. During the phone call, Jennifer behaves in a way that deeply unsettles Needy. A moment later, the conversation is interrupted when Chip calls her. In a nervous voice, he reveals that Jonas, his neighbor, was found dead. Needy immediately rushes over to comfort him, and Chip explains that Jonas's body had been discovered ripped apart in the woods. In the following days, the entire town remains overwhelmed with grief after losing so many people so quickly. Everyone struggles to move on except Jennifer, who somehow looks more vibrant than ever. The tragedy at Devil's Kettle soon becomes national news, causing Low Shoulder's fame to explode even further. Their popularity reaches new heights after releasing a song supposedly inspired by the fire. Despite the lingering sadness, the townspeople slowly attempt to continue with their normal lives. A month passes after the disaster. During class, Jennifer suddenly appears weak and sickly, making Needy worry about her health. "I finally have good news to share with everyone." Boring. Jesus. They decided to release it as a charity single. "But you look exhausted. Are you all right?" After school, a student named Colin nervously approaches Jennifer and asks her out. At first, Jennifer rejects him without hesitation, But after Needy comments that Colin actually seems sweet, Jennifer unexpectedly changes her mind and invites him over later that evening. Not long after, Chip comes to visit Needy. Acting on impulse, Needy kisses him, because she fears Jennifer may try to seduce her boyfriend. That same night, Needy and Chip choose to take their relationship to the next level for the very first time. Meanwhile, the innocent Colin arrives at the location Jennifer gave him, only to realize the house is abandoned and empty. Curious, he enters and heads upstairs where he finds Jennifer staring at him with a frightening expression, making him understand that she does not live there. Jennifer briefly flirts with him before the mood suddenly shifts. Colin panics as his arm is twisted until it becomes badly injured. Then, just like she did to Jonas, Jennifer viciously attacks him and devours his body. "You actually came. This isn't your house, is it?" "No, baby. I just made you desperate." At the same moment, Needy experiences a horrifying vision where the ceiling begins bleeding, and both Jonas and Jennifer appear like rotting corpses. Terrified by the hallucination, Needy hurriedly gets dressed and runs from Chip's house. While driving down the road, she suddenly spots Jennifer covered in blood and instinctively jerks the steering wheel. Unable to process what she just saw, Needy briefly stops the car to look back, but suddenly Jennifer leaps onto the windshield with a savage expression, forcing Needy to speed away in terror. She returns home crying and emotionally shattered, beginning to question whether she is losing her mind. After finally calming herself down, she goes into her bedroom to sleep, only to discover Jennifer already waiting there. This time, Jennifer appears healthy, glowing, and more beautiful than ever. Jennifer then tells Needy there is something she needs to confess and begins describing what happened after she entered Low Shoulder's van on the night of the fire. As they drove deep into the woods, Jennifer became terrified. At first, she assumed the band planned to assault her. Trying to protect herself, she pretended to be an innocent virgin. But the van eventually stopped near Devil's Kettle, where the band dragged her out and tied her down as part of a satanic ritual they believed would bring them fame and success. It is revealed that the band members worship the devil and willingly sacrifice human lives. Despite Jennifer begging for mercy, Nikolai repeatedly stabbed her with a knife until she died, then tossed the weapon into the waterfall before abandoning her body. "Wait, where are we going?" Yes, I'm a virgin." "What are you doing, huh?" "Tonight we offer this body. We present this virgin to thee. Please don't do this, don't do anything." Without the band realizing it, Jennifer later came back to life. She still does not fully understand how she survived, but she knows she is no longer completely human. When she regained consciousness after the ritual, she felt an unbearable hunger and wandered to Needy's house. She wanted to feed on human flesh, but because Needy is her closest friend, she could not force herself to hurt her and chose to leave instead. While walking away, she encountered Ahmed, one of the fire victims who had survived and was trying to return home. Jennifer tricked him into following her into the woods by pretending she knew a shortcut, intending to make him her first victim. After eating Ahmed, Jennifer discovered that consuming human flesh was the only way to satisfy her hunger. She explains that whenever she feeds, her body becomes unnaturally powerful and impossible to injure. To prove it, she slices her own hand and the wound heals within seconds. Horrified by the truth, Needy orders Jennifer to leave. Reluctantly, Jennifer climbs out through the window, leaving Needy alone, terrified and confused. The following day, Needy attends Colin's funeral. There, she finally understands that the blood-soaked Jennifer she saw the night before had just killed Colin. Afterwards, Needy goes to the library and spends several days researching demons and occult rituals, desperate to understand what Jennifer has become. From the books, she learns about a ritual used to gain fame by sacrificing a virgin girl to a succubus demon. However, if the victim is not actually a virgin, the people performing the ritual still receive fame, while the victim returns possessed by a succubus that must feed on human flesh to survive. So I looked into it. The sacrifice has to be a pure virgin. This explains why Jennifer came back after the sacrifice. Because she was not a virgin, the demon entered her body instead. The only way to kill a succubus is by stabbing it directly through the heart, and doing so becomes easier when the creature is starving and weak. Later, she shares everything she learned with Chip. Unfortunately, Chip dismisses the entire story as ridiculous and refuses to believe her. Needy then begs him not to go to the upcoming school dance because she believes Jennifer will hunt there for her next victim. Needy plans to attend herself so she can watch Jennifer closely, but Chip refuses to stay away, and the argument creates tension between them. Jennifer's evil. She's feeding on boys. Demonic possession. The guys in the band tried to sacrifice her in the woods. Now she has to keep eating flesh to keep the demon alive. Okay, Needy, I think you seriously need help. God, this feels like a nightmare. The dance. It'll be an all-you-can-eat buffet. Chip, it's dangerous for us to be together right now. Promise me you won't go. I'll be at the dance. I just need to watch Jennifer. I hit you back. You gave a kick. Not long after, the school dance finally begins. Before Chip leaves, his mother gives him pepper spray for protection because a flesh-eating killer is still believed to be roaming free. Meanwhile, Jennifer once again appears weak and pale, showing signs that she is starving. Needy arrives early at the dance and carefully watches the crowd for Jennifer. At the same time, Chip is walking alone when Jennifer suddenly approaches him. She lies to him about Needy, claiming that Needy cheated on him with Colin and manipulates Chip into coming with her for revenge. What? What is it? I don't want to say this. Needy and Colin slept together. I care about you so much, Chip. Inside the gym, Low Shoulder performs on stage, making Needy sickened as she watches them. Through the strange psychic connection she shares with Jennifer, Needy senses that something is wrong. She rushes out and drives to Chip's house searching for him, but his mother tells her he already left for the dance around 20 minutes ago. Realizing Chip was never at the party, Needy panics and rushes to find him. Meanwhile, Jennifer has taken Chip to an abandoned swimming pool. She tries to kiss him once again, but Chip rejects her because he genuinely loves Needy. Furious over being rejected, Jennifer throws him into the pool and attacks him. Just then, Needy arrives and sees Chip fighting for his life. Without hesitation, she jumps into the water and pulls Jennifer away from him. Chip quickly hands Needy the pepper spray and she immediately sprays Jennifer in the face. Enraged, Jennifer vomits black liquid before floating above the water's surface. While Needy helps Chip out of the pool, she confronts Jennifer, accusing her of never being a real friend and always stealing the things she cared about. You're horrible. You were never a true friend. Why Chip? You could have any guy you want, Jennifer. Even when we were kids, you always stole my toys. Jennifer becomes furious after hearing those words and aggressively charges toward Needy. At that moment, Chip fights back and stabs Jennifer with a metal pole. Even though she is injured, Needy realizes it still is not enough to kill her. Strangely, Jennifer suddenly stops attacking and decides to leave instead, abandoning Needy and Chip behind. After she is gone, Chip collapses from losing too much blood and dies right there. His death completely destroys Needy emotionally and fills her with grief and anger. Consumed by revenge, she becomes determined to kill Jennifer for taking away the person she loved most. Later that night, as Jennifer lies in bed trying to sleep, she is startled when Needy climbs through her bedroom window. Jennifer fights back and bites Needy on the neck, leading to a brutal struggle between them. During the fight, Needy rips off their friendship necklace, causing Jennifer to hesitate for a brief moment. Taking advantage of that opening, Needy stabs Jennifer directly through the heart and kills her. Dumb. So, you killed my boyfriend. My bed. From the very beginning, Jennifer never truly wanted to hurt Needy because of the deep connection they shared, which is why she never used her full strength against her. When Needy tears away the necklace, Jennifer becomes emotionally distracted. And that short moment of vulnerability ultimately leads to her death by Needy's hands. Hearing the noise, Jennifer's mother rushes to the bedroom and is horrified to discover her only daughter dead beside her former best friend. From that point on, Needy is arrested and sent to a psychiatric institution. The story then returns to the present, where Needy remains locked in solitary confinement because Jennifer bit her before dying. As a result, Needy inherited supernatural abilities. She no longer needs glasses, and because she is still mostly human, she does not need to eat human flesh to survive, using the powers she gained. From Jennifer, Needy easily escapes the institution. During her escape, she retrieves the same knife Nikolai once used to murder Jennifer and hitchhikes her way to a Low Shoulder concert. After the concert ends, every member of Low Shoulder is discovered dead that same night, strongly implying that Needy killed them all, and that is where the story ends.